students, today we start with the new subject, that is web technologies. So this is a subject for the BCom third year students, BCom computer applications for BCom CA third year semester 5. So this is a new subject which is introduced in the CBCS pattern. So here we are going to learn a language which supports to write web pages. So here comes a question. We don't know what is a web, right? So we start from the basic example. The basic example, suppose, have you heard this www.yahoo.com? Definitely yes, right? And we have heard dost.gov.in. Definitely yes. We have taken admission through this, right? So what are these? These are nothing but websites. Where do you execute these? In web browser. So what is this? This is a software application. So using this software application, you are providing an URL, Uniform Resource Locator. It is an address. With this address, you are accessing your information, which is nothing but a website. So these websites are prepared by making use of, that means it's a collection of web pages. So this is what we have. We have web pages. So in web pages, we can see the information displayed, where we can access this through web browsers, right? So when does this web browser will work? When you have a connection through internet. So to work this web browser, we have www. What is the full form of www? World Wide Web. This is given by a scientist, a computer scientist called Tim Berners-Lee. He invented www in the year of 1989. In the year of 1989, Tim Berners-Lee has given www. So using this www, we are accessing the web pages, right? So that means websites. So here what we have to learn in the web technology is, we learn how to write the web pages. So in your first unit, you are going to learn about HTML. It sounds very new and it is very new to us. Whereas this is very easier than your C and C++. What you have learnt in second year. Right? So it is very much easier than learning your normal C and C++ language. Okay? Right. So we are starting with HTML. So in our unit 1 of our syllabus, we are going to learn about HTML. So what is this HTML? HTML is an abbreviation of Hyper Text Markup HTML language. So here comes a question. We these 4 letters. With this 4 letters abbreviation, we got HTML. So, hypertext markup language. So, here comes a question. What is the language? A language is used to communicate something to the other person. So, here we are communicating the information to the system. I mean, the machine. So, what kind of information we are passing? So, we are passing the information. That means the language is to communicate. What we are doing? We are marking up. Marking up. I will tell you what is the meaning of marking up. Whereas hypertext. So here, what are all the things we see in the web page? We see text normally. Whatever we write. Can we see an audio? Definitely yes. We can have videos. We can have multimedia animations. Right. These are all. This means all type of information, hypertext, are marked up using this language. The meaning is, simply you see an example. Suppose if you see your college website. So suppose GDC, right? GDC Malkajgiri. So along with this, I will be having a logo over here which indicates it is the GDC Malkajgiri's logo, as well as I will be having another logo which is Telangana Government's logo. As well as I will be having a division where I will have the text written here, and I can have something which shows the address of my college, and I can have a video shown here which is a virtual tour of my college. Because as I want to campaign for my college, campaign for the new admissions, I will make a virtual tour of my college where it shows all my labs, lab facilities, all my classrooms and playground and everything. So all these things. So what are all the things I have? I have a video as well as the text, and I have displayed some text over here which can be a scrolling text. I can have another frame here which will scroll all the newses what I have done, right? All the newses can be scrolled here, and I can place a like this. You can see in some websites which shows it's a new, because it highlights on the web page. It highlights that it's a new message. So these are all nothing but different types of informations. I am marking up all these things onto the web page of my college. Right? So for making this, I am using a language called HTML. So simply I can say HTML is nothing but it is making a web page, or nothing but designing a web page where we can align all our text, audios, videos, animations, and everything can be marked up. That means aligned properly as we like. This is all can be done using HTML. So this is the need of HTML. Okay, hope you are all understanding. So with this, we will continue. So HTML, hypertext markup language, is used to design our web pages. Right? So this is used for designing our own web page as we wish. So we require different types of elements to be kept on my page. Like it has to design the text, color, images, videos, audios, all the multimedia contents and everything. everything must be taken care by HTML. Right? So that is the need of HTML. So here I would like to explain a simple HTML program which tells what are all the elements available. Okay, so how will be the basic structure? When we learn the C language, we start with the basic structure of C language. So here I will say the basic structure of HTML program. Right? So what can be there? So whenever you see a web page, so what you are able to see? Suppose this is your web page. So you can load your web page. That means suppose if it is a YouTube also, it is also a web source. Right? So you will be seeing some name displayed over here. Right? For what? So suppose if this is my class. So this is HTML class. So whereas everything is shown here. So my web page can be divided as two parts. First part as well as second part. First part where I will call it as head section. And whereas this is called body section. So my HTML page, that means my web page, can be divided into two parts. So this is called head section, this is called body section. Two parts. So here comes the question. So two parts are there. So how we can show this two parts? So for this, HTML has provided tag. Tag. Everything in HTML is written using tag. Using tags, you can write everything in HTML. Right? So what are the things? What are the things we write? So here, first we will see the basic structure. So first, you have to start every HTML file. HTML, right? Opening tag. This is an opening tag. So less than, greater than symbols. Header tag, and for every header tag, every tag you need a closing tag. Right? First HTML is started. Close the HTML. So it indicates it is your HTML file. Like your C file starts with main. Your HTML file starts with HTML tag. Your tag is enclosed in less than and greater than symbol. And for every opening tag, there will be a closing tag. The closing tag will be similar like your opening tag. Only the thing is, it is preceded with a slash. Right? Using slash, we indicate that this is a closing tag. So I have opened and closed my HTML. Inside that, so I have two parts. That is, first part is head part and the second part is body part. So body is open, body is closed here. Two parts. Right? So here, whatever I write here, that will be printed into this part. Suppose if I write here, welcome back to computer classes. So this is printed as it is on the body. Right? This is used to print same everything onto the body. And we can align, we can design, we can give any kind of tags. We have number of tags which are used in the part of body so that we can design the body part. Okay, we can design our body part. The other part is nothing but head part. Whatever we write here, that will be impact. That will make an impact on the head part. This is my head part. So here, anything whatever I want to show here, that is written as title part. Title is the tag. So first HTML program. So this is displayed onto the head part, and for every opening tag there requires a closing tag. Right? So simply this is the structure of your HTML file. So every HTML file starts with HTML tag, and for every opening tag there is a closing tag. Okay? So HTML has two parts, that is head section as well as body section. Head section is used to write only the title part, whereas the body section is used to align or assign. That means marking up all the elements will be done at the part of body. You can assign the tables, you can keep the images, you can give the URLs. Everything can be marked up. Will be done in the part of body section. So this is the basic structure of C program. Right? So we'll see. So we are doing with HTML. Right? I said it's a tag. So every HTML file starts with HTML tag. So we will learn about tags. Don't get confused. Tag, TAG tag. So for every open tag, there is must and should a closing tag. Here is another issue. We have two types of tags again. One we call it as paired tags. Another we call it as unpaired tags. Paired tags means for every opening tag we will be having a closing tag. We call it as paired tags. Like examples: HTML, body, table, li, ol. Like this we have a many number of HTMLs. HTML elements. Tags are also called as HTML elements because they are used to make the HTML file. Unpaired tags, where comes an unpaired tags, it does not have no closing tag. It does not contain any closing tag. Madam, you said just now you said for every opening tag there must be a closing tag. Yes, definitely yes. But there are some tags which does not require any closing tag, like break, BR. It breaks from one line to another line, like /n in our C language. Okay, break and HR are the tags. HR is used for horizontal ruler. It does not need to, I will tell the reason also. Whereas break indicates that after this, if I use here break, that indicates you break from this line and start anything in a new line. But at the new line, you are not required to tell anything that it's a new line. Same way, when you write HR also, it indicates it's a horizontal ruler. So it shows total page. It does not require where to stop. But whenever you write anything, suppose I have a tag called B, which is nothing but bold. This is similar like a bold in Word, MS Word. what you use in MS Word. So you are making a text as bold. Suppose B, hello. So up to hello, I want to make it as bold. So this is B, right? So I have to definitely close B to indicate that this hello must be in bold letters. Hello students. Whereas I don't want students to be in bold letters. If in case I miss this closing, everything after writing this, everything will come in a bold letters. That means I have taken this option, I have to end this option. That is the reason why we have to open and close the things. Right? One more thing, remember, it is case insensitive. New word, right? Again, it's a new word. As C language is the case sensitive language. That means whatever you write in the capital letters, it should be in a capital letters. Otherwise, if you are taking it as capital and small letters, it should be capital and small letters. But whereas in HTML, it is case insensitive. That means it is not bothered about the case. Like, suppose if I write HTML like this is also right, and HTML like this is also right, HTML, this is also right. Whatever the case you use, it does not have any problem. Right? These are the basic things which I want to tell you for the HTML tags before starting with the basic program. Right? So we'll start with the new program, HTML program. Basic HTML program. So we'll see just how to print hello world onto the screen. And I will show you how you can execute this also. Okay. So open any text editor. That means you can open Notepad. First step, open Notepad. There you start writing your file. Start writing. So what is your file? Your file will be HTML, head, title, my first program. So whatever I write here, that is printed onto the title part. Right? And close head. Okay, so this is my first part. Part 1, head part. Next, I will start writing my body part. Right? So in my body part, I want to write it as welcome to web technology class. Close the body, close HTML. So this is this much simple of writing a HTML file. You can write this much easily. So this is done. So what you need to do, save the program, save as .html extension. Use .html extension. Right? So after that, because it says it's a file extension, it says it's a file of type HTML. So here comes execution. Your execution can be done in two ways. By directly clicking on the icon. If you have saved it as on directly clicking on icon. Suppose if this is your desktop, right? Suppose if you have saved it as f1.jpg. HTML. So on your desktop you will be having a file like HTML where you will be having it as F1. So whenever you go and click this, you will be able to see the screen where this F1 will be executed. The output will be, here it shows it is my first program. And here it shows welcome to WT class, I mean web technology class. So this is a simple way. Whereas when you go to the next part, execution through web browser. So open the web browser. What are the web browsers we mostly have? Mozilla, which is nothing but Mozilla Firefox. Another one, Chrome, Internet Explorer. So open any one of the browsers. Right? When you open, you will be able to see a page like this. Here you will be having all the tools. You will be having a space over here, which is nothing but your address, which holds your address. So here you have to write, suppose if you have written it was on desktop, right? So you have to type the address, complete address over here. So C:/desktop/ what was your file name? f1.html. So it shows, see, on the same page. Here it shows, when you click this, F1, it shows it is my first program. And here it shows welcome to web technology class. So these are the ways for writing your HTML files and execution of your HTML files. Hope you understood this part. So with this enthusiasm, we'll continue with the next part, that is different types of elements available in HTML. So here in today's class, I'll just explain the heading tags, and we'll continue with the remaining part in the next class. Okay, so I'll write down another program. So next example program and our HTML elements. So the repeated question, heading tags. So what is the meaning of heading tags? What is the meaning of heading tags? The meaning of heading tags is something, if I am writing this, means it is a heading. You can see the difference here. This is with the larger font, whereas this is with the size is reduced some lesser size, right, to some lesser size. So like this, if I want to write H1 tag, so bigger, smaller, less smaller, right, like this. In HTML, I have 6 heading tags for writing headings, right. They are ranging from H1 to H6. So H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. So similarly, as I have written, it gives a bigger font, smaller, still smaller, 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 right? a repeated question as per your university examination. So I'll just write a program for this. So as usual, start with HTML, head, HEAD head, title, heading, tags. As I want to tell, it is a heading tags program. So title, body, right? So here I am writing H1, heading 1. So close H1. Remember, H1 must be closed because otherwise the next line also comes into this. So I have opened, that means I have used H1, so I have to close H1. Next, H2, heading 2. H3, heading 3. H4, heading 4. H5, heading 5. H6, heading 6. Immediately what is there? So what is there immediately? It is body. So close the body. Simultaneously I can write close HTML. Right? Save this as head.html. Right? So what will be your output? Your output will be, this will be your screen. You're going to give the address here, c:/desktop, if you would have saved it as desktop, head.html. So whenever you click this, after entering the address, you will be having the title onto this. So head tags here, and here you will be having heading 1, bigger font. Next, a smaller font. It is already predefined, the font sizes. Next, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6. You can see the size is reduced. Like this, we can write our HTML files and we can use any kind of heading into our program for designing our web page. So hope you have enjoyed this class. We'll continue with the remaining HTML elements and we'll see you in the next video lesson. Thank you.